Okay, it's now recording, so
Okay,
I will see you.
okay. I'll stop by after I finish. I have a chance to write up the.
Thank you. Will you in?
Okay. Bill, go ahead and have a seat.
Thank you, sir.
Good to be meeting with you today. Did you get a chance to see our job?
No, I didn't see all of it.
Okay. All right. Tell me what you are thinking this interview is to fill.
Um, well, if I'm going by what I wrote on here, then it'll be probably a computer technician to be able to take apart and put together computers and find out what's wrong with them and such.
All right, let's go with that. Okay. So when you think about that kind of a position, tell me in your own words how that feels for you.
Well, I greatly appreciate being able to take things apart and put them back together. Um, I find that it's actually easier for me to remember things of that sort when I'm taking them apart and putting them together, as opposed to trying to do like software and hardware or software for the computers. I have a hard time trying to remember how to write the software and things like that. I know how to load software onto computers and things, but I'm more of a hands-on, get in there, take it apart, see what's happening, clean it out, put it back together, and
You're,
hardware kind of person. Yes, sir.
my-
Yeah.
and I had and I guess I'm wondering what skills you maybe picked up. You know,
Well, I've been pretty much maintenance type jobs for a long time. And just even around the house, I'll take something apart and put it back together. And most times it starts working again.
so
So,
in the area of there is a kind of a repair, rebuild mentality that goes into
yes, sir.
that. Okay, all right. And that helps me understand why you maybe have chosen this field, but there's lots of things that can be taken apart and reconstructed. Why computers?
Well, actually, I was asked once or told that you don't understand anything about computers. And I looked at the guy and I says, you're right. So I decided to go and get a bachelor's degree in computer technology. And in doing so, I'm learning more now about how the computer works and things like this, so that now I can go into, and I'm picking up on the software, and learning how that part of it does work. And like I say, I like to tinker and take things apart and put them back together. So I'm thinking that now I can take what I've learned about running a computer, and then also still work on taking them apart and fixing them.
Okay. So, what
I have.
okay. How far are you?
I have about 4 months left.
Oh, you're new.
I'm nearly done.
And this is oh,
Yeah, it's 3 year school, but a 4 year
okay.
degree.
Right.
No.
And away you go. All right. Problem solving is something this company would be. Things come up and we when you look back for the experiences in school, whatever, can you remember a problem that you had? And if you can't remember, think of one that I could come up. And how you might go about solving the problem.
Well, most problems that I've had to deal with, and I've dealt with quite a few in the past, is I'll mostly kind of step back away from it, look at it, figure out exactly where the problem may be, and then go back in and tackle it. Working with other people, finding if, knowing what everybody else's strengths and weaknesses are, I'll use their strengths and all. And I'll also ask, hey, how would you fix this?
Mm-hmm.
And how can we take care of this problem? I work with scouts, so I have seen scouts come up with problems and they can't solve them. And then I'll go and I say, well, have you ever thought about doing it this way? And I might make a suggestion and then let them go from there to also solving their own problems. But I'll have probably figured it out long before they did as to how to fix the problem. But that's usually the way I work on it.
Okay. Stepping back.
Yes, sir.
Figure out where the problem is.
Yeah.
Understand the problem. And then in your experience with scouting, you might be literally helping someone else solve a problem or figure out how to solve a problem. Or it may be something you did when you're playing.
Yes.
I like the fact that you consider people around
Because I know I don't know everything. And I figure they know some things, I know some things, so we can all take and put everything that we know together to hopefully solve the problem.
good. I found that people who work don't expect it unless until they expect it.
Yeah. And
Okay.
then you get them, work with them in a way to get them convinced that, maybe they could do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, this company, like many companies about, and she's compatible. Have you ever had an experience where you had a fellow employee or a customer who was unhappy and was challenging the compatibility of the organization?
Let's see. Yeah, there were a couple. In my previous job with Northern Armored Service, I would run into some customers that weren't real happy with the way things were being done. And I would then ask them, how would you like it to be done? And then I'd say, okay, well, this is how I can do it. So can we work together on this? And most times we would solve the problem.
Okay. So you.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
All right. In looking at your resume, let me see if I saw anything. Your work with scouts, I assume.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And when you mentioned that you had to work with Word, it's under the category of resume. So my assumption is you feel comfortable Word processing.
Yes, I do.
Typing things like that. And you can answer the phones and take notes. And in other words, that you have the ability to do professional business communication.
Yes, sir.
Have you done any work with Microsoft Word or other apps from more the computer side of it? Say, developing ways of working with Word or PowerPoint or Excel. Have you done anything to try to develop applications of those features
I
for the company?
pretty much all I've done is what we've studied here at school.
Okay.
I could take my notes and work out probably how to set up a Facebook page and things like that for the company if necessary.
Okay. Well, I understand.
Yes, sir.
But I do think in your field of computer technology, it's nice to know if you can go beyond that with the application and sort of explore what they can do, enhance things, decision making. You mentioned Woodbadge. Tell me what Woodbadge.
Woodbadge is basically a leadership training in which they have us learning skills as well as teaching skills. As we progress through, they start you out as a Cub Scout. You work your way through the ranks as a scout, and then you also go into the venturing program and things like that. But it's pretty much how to be a leader and how to work with young people and adults, because basically any skill like that is you can use it anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
But it's how to help them as well as yourself to understand how to resolve a problem or how to explain how something is done, and also how to help them along with those skill building that they are learning, as well as helping yourself to build your skills as well.
What
Let's see, 03, I would have been, math is slow on me. I was in my 40s.
Okay. And so
I'm only 53. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. No. Although I did take the junior leaders training as a youth. Yes, sir. Which is kind of a youth-oriented Woodbadge in a way.
The national.
I also did that as an adult as well. But it's, again, another very intense, almost a business-oriented leadership training. They teach you how to use what they call the rainbow method, which is the various skill levels of teaching. Also using these skill levels to help yourself in learning as well, and how to manage different things.
And then experiences of my own. So I appreciate you clarifying for me with that.
Yes, sir.
Your listing of jobs that you know goes back to 2002, and that's a little easy.
Yes, sir.
That says
I've been in school. Yes, sir.
so you're not really
Not really. I've been doing odd jobs sort of things. I had done a few things for the Scouts, paid up at the Scout camp. But pretty much I've been putting my nose, as they say, to the grindstone of school.
Yeah.
I'm one that I have to actually keep myself in what I'm doing to be able to get anything out of it.
So you're a little bit like me in that sense of needing to focus.
Yes, sir.
I want that
Yes, sir.
to get done.
And when it comes to school especially, I have to be more focused. I found this out even when I was in high school and things like this. I have to be focused or I'm not going to do very good. So
Okay.
once I learn the task and I learn everything else, then things can become fairly easy.
Would feel like so. Go back to the last
Yes, sir.
3 years ago.
That was the most biggest pay job. That was an actual, it was a straightforward job. Yes, sir.
Um, do you have
No, I have not gotten any of those letters written yet. I could probably, yes, sir.
sometimes as years go by, people retire and leave and see if someone and how when you left the bottom, was it with a message?
It was okay. Yes.
Okay.
And they were the ones that said, you really don't understand computers.
Yeah. Okay.
And main thing that we had to do with the computers was to get on them, see what the work schedule was, find where people were, things like this. So,
Okay.
yeah.
So you were using the machine.
Yes.
Well,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And that is one of the reasons I decided to, because anymore, everything has so much more where you have to understand how to work with a computer to do about any of the jobs now.
But when you finish,
I will be finishing, my capstone will be in December, and so I should be graduating in January.
and even when you said you're really looking to start.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And let me ask you if you had a question.
Well, really, we've covered pretty much everything. I do appreciate.
Okay.
I appreciate your input of what you've given me so far.
Well, it's good to meet you. I'm confused your last 40
Well, my name is Colby, Colby. Yes, sir. Colby. You said Cody. Yes, sir. Yes. Or like the cheese, as my wife puts it.
Well, okay, very good. And
Oh,
you help me. So I know I gotta get over there and just go
there. Yes, sir. Actually, yep, that should do it. Hopefully.
I think we did it.
Nope, it's still recording. Yeah.
Can you?
Here.